Welcome back to the channel. What is Metaverse? And why are big corporations interested and investing billions of dollars in it? Does making people in the tech world talk about it? What problem would the Metaverse, solve? And how? Is it a revolution designed to bring about a paradigm shift in our daily lives? Or is it a fantasy? Stay tuned, let us examine it. Grab a cup, a cup of tea, and then subscribe. Meanwhile, to inform you, given the various definition of the concept of the word metaverse, in my opinion, it appears to have several or multiple meanings. And it depends on whom you talk to, of course. However, there's one particular or peculiar element among the various definitions, and I will call it a paradigm shift in the use of the internet. What am I trying to say? Stay tuned. You see, the concept of metaverse could create a world of endless interconnected virtual communities where people can meet, work, and play using virtual reality headsets like smartphone app or other devices. Perhaps you'd like to know what makes it unique. You see, decades ago up to date, what you and I are used to is what is known as a web-based concept. Web embedded in text, images, photos, and videos. For example, the website, the Facebook, and then the YouTube, Instagram, etc. And now, Metaverse concept is expected to introduce a paradigm shift, meaning all web activities will be based or embedded in 3D virtual spaces, bringing together a passive virtual universe. Wow, this could be the next revolution of internet. The question is whether this is achievable. Well, to answer this question, let us examine Mark, this gentleman here, Mark Zuckerberg, and a few other corporation vision concerning the project. The likes of Facebook, Amazon, Roblox, Nike, etc. were already investing billions of dollars into the project. And let me start with Facebook. By the way, the name is now changed to Meta. You see, as part of the Meta management strategy to embrace and launch Metaverse, the tech giant bought Oculus in 2014. And if you'd like to know, Oculus produced perhaps the best virtual reality headsets, including the Oculus RT and Oculus Quest lines. Okay, let us explore what the tech giant Meta thinks concerning the concept of Metaverse and how it works. You see, Mark Zuckerberg's vision of this creative technology or representation of this tech can be summarized like this. Metaverse will be used to create an avatar of yourself. Okay, let me quickly tell you about avatar. You see, an avatar is an image that is used to represent a person in the virtual world of the internet and computers. A good example is the Avatar movie, what we are looking at on the screen. Yes. Okay. Now you see this creative tech. With this creative tech, you can now attend meetings as avatars. Yes, you heard me. What you are looking on the screen now. Using the Quest VR headset, you can wear smart glasses that offers augmented reality. What does it mean? Good question. You see, augmented reality, AR, is an enhanced version of the real physical world that is achieved through the use of digital visual elements, sound or other sensory stimulus delivered via technology. Now, I think you got the picture. And Metaverse will be accessible through phones, computers, wearable tech, and headset, or a combination of all this. And Mark strongly believed in this tech and said the future of the internet is going to be virtual. Yes. And shared the notion that 1 billion people will be working and playing in the immersive 3-dimensional world referred to as Metaverse by the end of the decade. And I quote, "We believe the Metaverse will be successor to the internet, to the mobile internet," end quote. And then, how is it going to work? Stay tuned. You see, Mark envisaged that the next medium or platform will be immersive and embedded of the internet, where you and me are not only looking at what is going on, but also participating in the interaction. And this tech will allow you to do things. All you need to do is just imagine it and you are good to go. It will allow you to get together with friends, attend virtual meetings with colleagues, create, learn, shop, etc. If you ask me about my feelings now, I will say this is going to be an incredible universe. Also because you'll be able to feel the presence of your family and friends no matter where they are or they reside in the globe. The Metaverse will make you feel you are there at the meetings. Yes. Through the use of avatar. And in your friends and family weddings, you will be able to talk. Express yourself even though you are miles apart. You will be able to make eye contact, feel the body language, facial expression. Yes. You see what I mean? And touch in immersive ways. Essentially, Metaverse enables you to connect with people and interact and socialize with them. It's going to be very fascinating and enjoyable. And to remind you, you are going to experience all this through your avatar, as I mentioned before. You will create an avatar of yourself. In effect, the avatar will be the 3D representation of you, meaning your gesture. Yes, you hear me. Your gesture. Yes. And facial expression will be made possible through avatars. And apart from avatar, you'll be able to build your virtual home as your personal space, and you can teleport to anywhere in the universe, and you'll be able to bring things from the physical world into the virtual worlds, like photos, artwork, music, books, games, and video, etc., that can be represented digitally. In summary, the Metaverse will enable you and me to feel the presence, create our avatar, create home space, teleporting, privacy and safety, virtual good, and experience a natural interface. That said, to inform you, yes, listen to this. This is very interesting now. Facebook's already building some of the foundational concept. Meta has started to build a platform called Horizon. Yes, where people can create and interact in the Metaverse, like the Horizon Home, Horizon World, and the Horizon Workrooms for collaborations. Now, take a break. Take a sip of your tea. Okay, let us continue. Moving on, let us examine what other players are doing. Yes, let's start with Microsoft. Microsoft is bringing mesh into Metaverse. What do I mean? It's a collaborative platform for virtual experience directly into Microsoft Teams, and this is going to happen next year. It's part of a big effort to combine the company mixed reality and HoloLens work with meetings and video calls that anyone can participate in it, and thanks to animated avatar. Besides, Microsoft plans to offer its vision of the Metaverse in 2022 with Microsoft Teams, and it includes smartphones. The company has said the upgraded experience will also be available on smartphones and laptops. Okay, now let us quickly look at Roblox. Yes, in case you are not familiar with Roblox, let me tell you about Roblox. It's a video game platform corporation, and also believe that the Metaverse is a place where, quote, people can come together with millions of 3D experience to learn, work, play, create, and socialize, end quote. Roblox aim to give users and developers ways to create digital worlds. Yeah. Its CEO has also talked about future shopping and conducting business on the platform, which has its virtual economy powered by its Robux currency. NVIDIA computer chip, NVIDIA built its Omniverse platform for connecting 3D worlds into a shared virtual universe. It says Omniverse, which is used for projects like creating simulations of real world buildings and factory, is the foundation on which Metaverse could be built. Then we have Autodesk. Cloud software firm Autodesk makes program used by architects and engineers to design and create buildings and products. Its software is also used to build virtual worlds for gaming, entertainment, and is going to be very relevant in creating 3D building in the virtual world. Then we have Tencent. It's also a big player here. The Chinese tech giant Holdings is the world's largest video gaming firm by revenue and has stakes in major game video like Epic Games, yes, and Activision Blizzard. The South China Morning Post reported this year that Tencent has registered many Metaverse related trademark for its social site. Wow. Then we have Amazon. Yes, of course you know Amazon, which is the world's largest cloud service vendor and has multiple media offerings. It's also seen as a potential player in Metaverse world. And there are others. That said, the concept of crypto also extends to Metaverse world. Hey, you heard me. Yes, you'll be surprised. Okay, let me explain. You see, the crypto Metaverse would enable social and financial potential through the use of blockchain infrastructures and enable people to tap into the wider crypto economy. You want to ask me in what way? Okay, you see, all right, you know crypto uses blockchain and it is decentralized, a peer-to-peer digital asset. So virtual exchange of digital items in Metaverse platform will be like digital artifact created in the Metaverse and sold using blockchain tech. In effect, Metaverse, we have the option to build an economy on par with the one in the physical world. Okay, how do you and I benefit and make profit from the concept of Metaverse? And how you could invest and buy this is what I would say. In my opinion, you could invest and buy the stocks of companies like Microsoft, Facebook, NVIDIA, even Roblox, etc. That's one way. Okay, I get it. Let's say all the mentioned stocks are too expensive for you and me. A good way to start is to invest in the Meta ETF. Yes, you heard me. the Meta ETF. You see, Meta ETF will give you exposure to the Meta top holdings. Yes. Like Nvidia, which has 10.2%, Microsoft 7.3%, Roblox 6.4%. Yes. Meta Platform Industry 6.2%, and Unity Software 5.5%. I mean 5.0%. Now let's quickly have a look at the chart here. By the way, the price now is let's have a look. The price is let's say $16.68 during the production of this video. Let's have a look at the chart. Well, from the look of things, this ETF has broken the resistance level, and from what I see, it's going to continue the upward trend. This is the resistance level that's broken it. It's going to go upward trend. Okay. And one more thing, I must say this: buying ETF, you must be aware of the expense ratio. Presently, the expense ratio of this Meta ETF is at 0.75%. I mean, expense ratio is the amount of fees you pay. But to me, nonetheless, it's a good way to start. That said, the question is whether the concept is achievable or not. Will it be a success? Well, let me tell you what some school of thought said. I mean, online information like Age Argument. They come up with some reasonable, I would call it reasonable reasons. Listen to this, and I'm going to quote them. What will make or break the metaverse will be its ability to capture, yes, to capture, where is it? To capture data from its surroundings and even the biosphere. The only way to do that will be by mass injection of the data coming from the Internet of Things. Okay? Now, only with this data will you be able to create a rich and meaningful environment. You see where I'm coming from? Good. The next need after seeing will be interacting, meaning that the data not only needs to be represented in a meaningful way, but also must be responsive. What they are saying is that the only way to go about this is to gather data coming from Internet of Things. And data is not only data, the data must be represented in a meaningful way, but also must be responsive. Okay, now, what do you think? I'd like to hear your opinion about the metaverse, and I hope this video is useful. Okay, here comes the best part. Subscribe, like, and comment. Remember, the goal is to generate wealth, build companies, and then create jobs. Bye now. Okay, now that you are still here, let me tell you, in case you do not know, Metaverse was coined in 1992 science fiction novel, quote, Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson. Thank you. Goodbye. See you soon.